Hello and welcome to another video of Eternal Gains. This is the channel where I show you how to grow your stack in the most efficient and most sustainable way. Let's get into it. Today I want to talk to you about wallet tracking. Now, why do we need this wallet tracking and what we're going to do with it? Stay tuned. At the end, I'm going to tell you my favorite and also why. Now, there are different options to do that. And the main reason why I'm using those tools is if you're into DeFi for a little bit, or even if you're just joining, you will very fast realize that there are so many opportunities and there are different networks and different chains and different protocols. So there's a lot going on. And if you get into this rabbit hole a little bit deeper, then I'm pretty sure you will realize that it's going to be hard to keep track on your investments and on your coins, what you have. For example, when you are coming over here and you would go to Uniswap, for example, right? Let's go beyond this Ethereum mainnet. Now you see the only token what is displayed right here is Ethereum, okay? So if you would go on a decentralized exchange, a DEX like Uniswap, and you would swap your ETH for another token, then this token would not automatically show up in your wallet, right? So this means sometimes you have tokens in your wallet, but you don't see them in your MetaMask. And this is also a reason why you want to use these tools. Okay, now there are two options how to use those tools. One is you can just use the random address or like post your address in here, or you can connect your wallet and track your address and your accounts in your MetaMask. I will show you this way first to just paste in an address. So let's say you are interested in this address, okay? Or it's your own address. You just come over here and click on this little arrow. Same goes for this one. You can either connect your wallet or you can come over here and just paste the address in here. DBank, same deal. Come over here. I just do it for all of them so we can compare them. Now, let's start with Xerion. Now, one of the main differences already is that Xerion is only supporting Ethereum right now. So as you can see, all the networks, you have Ethereum and of course all the layer 2 Ethereum solutions like Arbitrum and Optimism and so on. Right now, when you have a look at this, what I like a lot is this graphical interface right here. So you can see the value of this address right now, okay? Then right here, you have a little overview over the assets which are in this address right now, and also like the value, the change of the value over the past 24 hours, I believe. Then you see the balance, like 0.445 ETH is worth 1,929 right now. Same goes for the other ones. You see this is tiny assets right here, so-called dust, tiny amounts. But it's still showing up because the address is still holding a tiny amount of those assets right here. Okay, now probably the most useful feature, or I would say the second most useful feature on this Xerion app here is the history tab. This shows you basically all the transactions you have done on this address. It also allows you to download this transaction history as a CSV, which is pretty cool. So let's say you did some exchanges with Frux, but you don't remember exactly what you have done, which swaps you did or where did you invest. So you can come over here in the filter section, just put in the coins, and it will tell you nothing happened. Okay, you didn't do anything with Frux. Interesting. Okay, let's say, just for demonstration purposes, there is Frux. It must find it. 1 second. Let's try this again. Frux. There you go. Okay. Let's see, is it really case sensitive? Okay. I don't know why I didn't find it the first time, but it should be case sensitive actually. It should work either upper or lower case. Okay, either way. So you put your coin, what you're interested in here, and now it shows you all the transactions have been done, including this coin. So if you go back all to the beginning, then you can see the first transaction was, actually no, there are more. So the first transaction was on June 30th, and it was a trade from DAI into Frax, okay? And then just a little bit later, a trade back from Frax to DAI. And it's pretty much the same amount as you can see here. Either way, you will see all the transactions which have been done. If you need some more information, you just click on the transaction tab. And if you need even more information, you can come on this little icon here and it will take you to Etherscan. And here you have all the information. You could do some further research if you wanted to. Pretty neat on Xerion is the NFTs tab. So if you come on the NFTs tab, it will show you all the NFTs what this address is holding, right? So for example, for Moose, right? The Baby Ape Club. So you see all the NFTs what this address is holding. If you click on them, you see, like you get even the option to go straight to the collection. So we could go to OpenSea and see the whole collection of this, what is this here, weird balls, right? And yeah, you could see the details here on OpenSea, okay? Now, all of those tools, all of those websites have pros and cons. As I said, the Xerion app is only working on Ethereum mainnet, only on Ethereum currently, but I found it the best for NFTs. So if you're into NFTs and Ethereum, then I definitely can recommend you to use this one. Now you can even check the floor price straight from here. So last price was $86 and the floor price is currently at 21 for this collection right here, which is pretty neat. So you can quickly check without always having to go to OpenSea. Now there's other features here, to be honest, I'm not using really. What you can do here is basically from within this website, if you, for example, want to have everything at one spot, you could from within here trade, for example, indexes or like whatever they're offering here. You could do transactions from within here. Of course, this only works when you connect it to your wallet. It doesn't work if you just search for an address, obviously. You could do a swap from within here. You could participate into pools. But the reason I'm not doing that is because usually when you go straight to the protocol, in this case here, Curve, then you get a better rate. And also, I recommend always going to the protocol just to have a look at their website and not doing it through a third party like this here. But again, if you like everything at one spot, then this might be something for you to use as well. I personally don't use those features. I use the history and the NFTs tab and of course the overview from Xerion. Now, Zapper is pretty similar to Xerion. What you can see straight away when I only search for an address, which is not, if I didn't connect my wallet yet, I don't have the options like the send and invest. This one offers the same options, but only if you connect your wallet. Now, to track an address, you just, as I showed you, you put it in the search bar, you come over here, and again, it will show you the value of this address. It will show you which assets are in this address. It shows you which networks are, on which networks this address is operating. It also has this NFTs tab right here. So it shows you the NFTs. But for me, for NFTs, this is just a little bit cleaner to look at and a bit nicer from the layout, right? Here you get it like this. It's a little bit more messy in my opinion. And then, of course, you also have the histories tab right here, which is, again, pretty much the same. You can filter for certain assets. For example, if you do Frax again. So you have all the transactions, including Frax. Then if you click on it, you get some more information. And also you have the option here to go straight to Etherscan and on Etherscan do some more research if you wanted to. Okay. Now, one basically added value to Zapper is the following. If you connect your wallet, let's connect the wallet right here. Okay, let's connect it. Now you see the layout has changed a little bit. Now you have those same options right here, like exchange, you have the pools, you have the farms, the vaults, and so on. So this is pretty much the same like here. Just with the difference, you don't see the options if you didn't connect your wallet. But what is different is this one here, quests. Now, what is quests? Quests is basically a way how they want to incentivize you to use their in-app features, like the exchange and so on. So if you come over here and you do those tasks, basically, then you can earn XP and those V tokens, right? And those V tokens can be used if you have a certain amount of them. They can be used to purchase an exclusive NFT from Zapper, right? So they drop an NFT collection, and if you have enough of those V tokens and XP, then you are able to buy one of those NFTs. I personally didn't do it, but if you are into farming goodies, if you are into, into farming free stuff, then this might be something for you. So basically, all you have to do, in this case, you have to do their swapping feature, the in-app swapping feature, and you have to do it on one of those networks. That's important, okay? Now, one thing what I like about this site is actually this little graph right here. So what this shows you is the current gas price. So right now, gas price is 98, right? For standard, and for fast, it's 106. And this shows you basically the gas price over time. Like you see, 23rd November all the way to 29th November. So for example, if you have a transaction which is not time sensitive, then I would always wait until the gas is a little bit lower. Yeah, so 112 is not too good. It's not super expensive, but it's definitely also not cheap. Cheap would be something like 60 or 70. This is a good price. So if you can get your transaction in for 60, then you are definitely good. If it's time sensitive, of course, then you have to eat the fees and just go for it. But I like this a lot, so you have a nice little indication for how the gas prices are right now. I will actually do a separate video on how to track gas prices and how to check for the best time to swap, but it's going to be a separate video. Okay, let's come over here to DBank. Now, as I said, all three of them have pros and cons. Therefore, it's also, I use actually all three of them, as I said, for different things. Like this one more for NFT and Ethereum. This one I use more like for checking this kind of stuff, And here, this is basically my main go-to for DeFi. Why? Because first of all, I like the layout much more over here. So you get a really nice overview over your activities in your wallet. For example, you see straight away, okay, this here is farming. There's farming going on. Excuse me. There's farming going on right here. You see the balance, and you see also what is this reward worth right now. Then you see like different protocols, what you are participating or the address is participating in, right? You see, for example, this is lending, this is staking, this is a yield farm aggregator right here, and this is locked assets, right? So you get a really nice overview over your assets and also like categorized into different categories, okay? So that's why I use this mainly. For example, let's say you have a lot of different protocols, right? Then this overview can get messy really fast. So what you can do is just come over here to the filter section. For example, you are only interested in Arbitrum right now. You put the filter and you have a nice overview only on Arbitrum or only on Ethereum right here. Now, they also have this NFT tab, but for some reason, they are not showing the NFTs right here. So as I said, different tools are good for different things. So if you are more into NFTs, then I would consider one of those two. If you're more into DeFi, I would consider this one. Now, of course, they also have this history tab, which is the same like the other one. You have the different transactions, and you also have the filter function right here. If you go Frux, like we did on the other ones, it shows me Frux right here. I can filter for it, and now I see all the transactions. And now one of the main differences, as you can see here, if you come back to this one, go to history. As you can see here, it just shows like an empty, just shows basically letters, right? But here you just get a visual representation, a visual indication. Now I got it. A visual indication of what actually happened, right? So you see, okay, here was something exchanged on Uniswap. Here was something approved on Frex, on Temple DAO, right? And even it shows you here, okay, this has happened on Temple DAO. So this is pretty cool to keep track on where you did what and where your assets are. So if you, for example, not sure anymore, oh, I did the swap back in the day, but I don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember the token. just come over here, search for it, and there you go. Now they also offer like the token swap, and they have a bundled feature which only works when you connect your wallet. So you can basically group different wallets together. So let's say you have a DeFi wallet, let's say a staking wallet or something like that, and you could group them into groups, right? Profile, this is basically if you connect your wallet. Let's do this real quick right here. Okay, it's connected. So profile is basically your own wallet, right? It's the exact same tabs like before, just now with your connected wallet, okay? Right, I hope that helped. If you have any more questions on that, don't hesitate to hit me up here on YouTube, leave me a comment. And of course, I really appreciate if you subscribe, if you share it out with your friends, and see you in the next one.